Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and we're going to do a video on the upcoming fight today. The fight is about to happen today between Keyshawn Davis and Gustavo Lemos. It's a lightweight contest, and it's going to be very, very explosive in this fight because we've seen Gustavo in his last fight with Richardson Hicksons. We saw the result. Most of the fans were booing even after the decision came in. And we saw his system. He's not really known. He's from Argentina, and he's a good boxer. What he does reminds me of Pitbull, Marcos Maidana, and the whole forward coming, attacking, unrelentless, attacking fighters, front foot fighters. This fight will tell you in no particular order what is the tactics and the prediction and the way to win this fight for both boxers. It's not going to be easy for Davies, no doubt about that. Keyshawn Davis is an experienced boxer, silver medalist in the Olympics. He's undefeated, and he's a good fighter, no doubt about that. But it's not going to be a walk in the park for him against Lemos. Gustavo Lemos is he had before he fought Richardson, he had 29 fights and no loss. Even though we do not know about his opponents, but we understand that this guy is a powerhouse from the way he fights. No doubt about that. We saw his fight with Richardson. We saw the kind of pressure, the kind of power he possesses. The question in this fight is whether Keyshawn Davis will be able to withstand the pressure and the power of Gustavo Lemos. It's $1 million question, but here we say styles make fight. The way Gustavo fights is all out pressure, serious pressure, and devastating punches coming from just like the Pitbull, just like Marcos Maidana will say that he comes at you from all angles, throwing combinations, heavy ones, and if you're caught in the process, and if you're caught in the process, man, it's gonna be too hard for you because the guy is relentless. He keeps coming. He never gives you a chance to breathe. Whether he will do that to Davies is another question altogether. Davies, as we said, he's been to the Olympics, won a silver. He's got experience. He's unbreached. For Davies to win this fight, he has to make sure he pays attention to gap and space. He has to. We saw Venezuela the other day beat Pitbull on a decision. That is the way he has to fight: educative, calculative, and confident. If he comes in there and goes on a bicycle, this guy will probably catch him up with one hairmaker at the end of the day, and he will pay for it. And when he catches you, he won't let you go. We saw that in most of his fights. So for Davis to have a chance of winning, or to win the fight, to win it, he's going to be very careful. He's going to come with body punches, which will, of course, make Gustavo Lemos uncomfortable. He has to create the space with his jab, use his jab to control the fight, and then throw his right combos and right haymakers when he has the chance to the body, to the chin, through the middle, because he has to create angle as well. His combinations will have to be, in fact, he has to be focused for the whole time of the fight because this guy, you can't give him space to operate. If he has that space, he's going to put you in trouble, no doubt about that. So what we're saying today is this fight is not going to be easy for Davis. For Lemos, it's not going to be easier too. For Lemos to have a chance, you have to attack the body, always. Coming from the body, he rises up to the head, and do not give Davis the chance to move or operate, because if you give it that chance, he will control the fight. That is for Lemos. For Davis, on the other hand, we have to create space and gap between them. Timing is necessary in this fight. If Davis has to win, his timing has to be superb, because the oncoming guy, you have to have weapons to stop him, make him think twice before he comes in. uppercuts, uppercuts, body punches, taking angles, and then taking a sting out of the punches and making him miss and making him pay. All these are the ways for Davies to win the fight on the day, but it's not going to be easy. Well, as we say, it's easier said than done. Against this guy, that is the only way he understands. But if Davies, at the end of the day, pushes him to the back foot and make him walk on the back foot, then he has an advantage. Whether he will capitalize or not depends on the style he comes with. If he's tentative and timid and doesn't capitalize when he makes him miss, or when he says the angles, as we said, he will lose the fight. So as we're talking today, the fight, everything is being prepared for the fight this evening. Combination is vital in this fight for both boxers. David must use his reach as well to win. Coming from the front foot is key. If David could manage to maneuver Lemos and come through the way of front foot and push Lemos to the back foot, it's going to be an easy walk for him. But to do that is the million-dollar question. Is it possible to do that against Lemos, who does not understand anything but come forward and then smash you on the face, smash you on the body, make you uncomfortable, and then throw his pressure is unique, to be honest with you. His pressure can be compared to that of Petabiev. He doesn't let you off the hook. So Davies has to pay attention to all this, because if he doesn't, he will regret it, because this guy is a worry for everybody in the division, because of the way he fights. But having said that, I'll tell you that styles make fights. We've always said it in this channel. The style in which David will come and win is obvious. Timing, putting him on the back foot, controlling the fight with his punches, coming after his body as well, making him uncomfortable and making him miss and making him pay at the end of the day. He has to sometimes sit down on his punch and then, throw some wicked punches that will make Gustavo Lemos think twice before he comes in. These are the ways for Davies to have a big night. And I believe Davies is at home in Philadelphia. For Lemos to win, he has to knock him out. He has to knock him down so that it will be clear. We saw what happened in the decisions against Hutchinson, and Richardson. We saw what even the crowd were booing the decision. But at the end of the day, home advantage counts, as we say. So there is nothing one could do about that. David will say is well experienced to handle this situation. Whether he can is another question altogether, and is the million-dollar question. We will see on the 5th day, and as we say, in the movement of Davies has to be superb. His footwork, his footwork and his punches, his punches has to be hard. He has to make Gustavo think twice, as we said. Gustavo must have to hurt Davies to win. He hurt him in the first stanza of the fight. So Davies has to be aware that if he's hit cold, he has to start working as soon as the bell rings. This guy fights like Mike Tyson. He reminds me of Mike Tyson as well. He starts fighting immediately. That is what Debua used in beating Joshua. You come out, you catch a boxer cold, and that's it. Before he recovers, you take advantage and capitalize and win him. So that is the question, that is the thing we're going to see in this fight. It's going to be a bumper fight, no doubt about that. It's going to be a chiller. I think about this will be the last fight for any one of them. After this fight, title shot is important. But for Davies, already calling out Gervonta Davies is wrong. He should try to fight all the champions, get a title from there, and unify with, and the money will be big, unify with Gervonta, the money will be okay. I don't know what they do. I don't know who are the matchmakers, but that is what I feel should be the best option for him. Not coming out and then going after Javanta immediately. He hasn't got that confidence yet. Javanta is another thing altogether. So Davies has to be very careful on what he wishes for, and that's it. Our time is up today, and we beg you and plead with you to subscribe with us, so that we make our channel grow. We need your subscription. We need your comments as well, and your press the like buttons. That is what we plead from you. That is what we want you to do in helping us, this channel grow. Do have a nice day, and God bless.